plane and be ready to put co-creation into action at your next meeting. I listened to it slowly. It took me some reflection to digest each chapter. I enjoyed the contrast and compare from my history that the reflection brought about. It gave those memories of past success and failure some clarity. I hope you'll enjoy the book in the same way, sharpening your recollections with fresh perspective. This book is Chris and Ian's story, so it is personal. It unfolds. It isn't a manifesto, more a really well-documented journal. This journal itself, created through their co-creation, an example for the book is the book itself. Their observations rang genuine and authentic to me. You'll hear both voices, and I hope sense the discovery as their shared experiences with co-creative environments brought them together and deepened their desire to share what they've both seen. Enjoy the book, and get ready to take your place among those stirring things up to make sure the future is more evenly distributed. Welcome to the team. Randy Nelson, Boulder Creek. Introduction. What does it mean to be brave together? Be brave. Things will find their shape. Aaron Bowe. Standing on the grass in front of the glassy campus, which looks like a spaceship freshly landed on Earth, Tim Cook smiles. We're excited to introduce the next generation of AirPods Pro, our most advanced AirPods yet. Music starts pumping, and the camera zooms in, showing the silhouette of a man dancing. And then Tim says, "To tell you more about AirPods Pro, here's Mary Ann." Wait, did he just hand over the virtual stage? And who's Mary Ann? Where's the rock star magician waving at the starstruck crowd, promising the next best thing? Not this time. Now it was about the most innovative teams presenting the best new products and sharing the spotlight. It was a perfect example of how Apple's culture had transformed from think different to working different together. Mary Ann highlights the brand new chip in AirPods Pro, which upgrades performance for breakthrough audio experiences, as well as the beloved active noise cancellation and spatial audio that makes it feel like we're on stage performing with our favorite band. Mary Ann isn't the head of marketing or the SVP of product. She's a senior firmware engineer who is part of the collective of industrial designers, architects, and project managers who've made this new iteration of AirPods possible, which included people like Jerzy Gutterman, who led his antenna team through the phases of "this is impossible, it can't be done," to "this is the future of audio." In short order, AirPods have not only surprised and delighted hundreds of millions of people, but become a $24 billion business of their own, seemingly overnight. And the story of how this came to be is more than a technical treatise on innovative features. It's a story we were involved deeply in, shaping with senior leaders and teams at Apple. It started with a directive from Apple when they hired me, Chris, with this extraordinary challenge. 70% of our people have been here 5 years or less. We can't teach them Apple culture fast enough. Can you help? The most valuable company in the world was asking me to take it to the next level by focusing on culture. But this was not a company in decline or a toxic fixer-upper. The leadership team wanted to keep what made Apple great and make things even better. What started as a small brain trust turned into a grassroots movement and grew organically with the help of brave leaders, timeless principles, and the promise of co-creation. We began by asking a different question. How can we shape the future culture together? We needed to involve the new people and learn from those who had already made an impact. It became a massive culture shift at Apple, from think different to working different together, that powered over 100,000 people to move the future of innovation forward. We witnessed an iconic company with a venerable history transform. In some ways, Apple was not so different from any organization that experiences growing pains. It had to deal with struggles on how to handle secrecy, the usual infighting, and friction when it